Hi, I'm Talina Johnson. I'm the owner and educator at Microblading Face Studio. There's a massive misconception about the different eyebrow tattooing techniques. I'm here to explain a little bit about each technique so that when you attend your appointment, you have that little bit more information to help guide your decision. You don't have to make a decision now. You make that together with your artist at the time of your appointment. This is just some information to think about in the meantime. I've spent almost a decade creating the most natural looking eyebrow enhancements to suit the special requirements of each individual client. I've perfected a system which is followed by my team and I all day, every day, and it works every time. It's also what I teach my students. Here's how it works. The consult is where we discuss your goals, assess your skin and eyebrow area, and advise how the best results may be achievable. My aim is to achieve a result that works perfectly with your most natural face, like first thing in the morning or straight out of the shower when you have no makeup on. We do not want a healed result that requires a face full of makeup to balance it out. Having said that, for the first week after getting your eyebrows tattooed, you can expect that they will look too dark. And you will feel like you need to wear makeup to balance them out, but this is literally just for that 1 week and the healed result is beautiful. The next step after we confirm a technique option is we draw, shape, measure your brows to precision, and we do not proceed without your complete approval. The color is custom blended specifically for you to suit your skin tones. We show you the blended color on your skin and confirm if you're happy with our recommendation. Naturally, you do have the option to request darker, warmer, cooler, lighter if you prefer. So we have 3 technique options you can choose between. There's the microblade feathering, ombre brows, or a combination of the two, also known as Anastasia brows. Most clients arrive at their appointment thinking that feathering achieves the most natural looking result, but this is not always the case for every person, and here's why. Feathering only looks most natural when it blends with natural brow hairs. If you consider large or obvious areas where there's no real brow hair for the feathering to blend with, then once they're healed and the pigment is under the skin, it's no longer 3D and it can look liney or gappy. It's like this. Imagine sneaking a fake plant in amongst a beautiful garden of real plants. You'd never know the difference. If you take the fake plant out on its own, place it up against a blank wall, then it's going to look quite obvious that it's fake. If you take this example of our lovely client who had no brows at all, she wanted the feathering technique only without any shading. We proceeded and the result was beautiful. However, as you can see here, between the hair strokes, it does look gappy. Naturally, our client was happy with the result. However, every individual client has their own preference. Some clients love the look of gaps and many don't. This is just another reason why we're so thorough with our consultation, and we show you through photos of brows similar to your own just to make sure we're definitely on the same page. Having said all this, if your heart is set on feathering and you do have areas that there's absolutely no hair, like the tails or the fronts that start too far back, there is the option to blend the feathered strokes with some micro shading. As you'll see here, we've blended feathering with micro shading for a soft and feathery look and subtle definition. We call this technique the Anastasia brows or combination. So now let's talk about the ombre shading technique. It's machine applied and is suitable for almost any client. This technique is so versatile. We can apply as little or as much pigment as needed to create the level of softness or intensity that our client prefers. A great example is our client here. She has naturally black eyebrows, but if I took a dark color and put loads of it in her skin, her brows would walk through the door before she does. However, here what we've done is applied a fast shading technique to create a super soft and pixelated effect. As you can see here in this healed result, it looks lovely, defined and natural. On the contrary, if our client has light blonde brows, I love to take a really light color and layer it into the skin so that there's more saturation. However, it's still light in color. It heals to a lovely soft blonde. However, the layering helps it to last longer in the skin. If you think of how long it takes for a dark color to fade compared to a light color to fade, we're obviously going to get less time out of a light color than a dark. So this method enables us to create a longer lasting result for our blonde clients and gives them more value. So you'll notice the ombre technique, it's so versatile. The only downfall, if we can call it that, is that the downtime is more intense. You can expect your brows to look super dark, which is probably a little scary if it's your first time, but this is only during the healing and the final result is totally worth it. As you can see here, our beautiful client manages to pull off fresh ink by wearing a face full of makeup and a little bit of lippy. But then if you check out her healed result, you'll notice she's wearing absolutely no makeup and she looks divine. Obviously, we have loads of circumstances where we're correcting asymmetrical brows, thin brows, discolored brows, existing cosmetic tattoos. Every individual client is unique with what they're going to present to us, which is why at the time of your consultation, we'll go through everything. We together will come up with a treatment plan to achieve your brow goals.